Okay, let's look at another example. This problem says a total of $5,000 was invested, part of it at 4% per year and the remainder at 6% per year. If the total yearly interest amounted to $290, we want to know how much was invested at 4% rate and how much was invested at 6% rate. Now first, let me use this diagram to explain this problem. So at the beginning, you have $5,000, right, which is over here. And then you are given these two accounts. So one account, it pays you 4% interest every year, and the second account, it pays you 6% interest every year. And you have you will be the person who decide how much you want to put in each account. So for example, let's say you deposit you invest $100 into this account. That means the remainder, because you have 5,000, right? So the remainder gonna be 5,000 minus 100, which is 49,000. So you will invest 4,900 into the second account. And then how to calculate the interest? So to find out the interest, we just use the amount of money you invested and multiply by this interest rate. Like in this example, if you invested $100 here, so after 1 year, you will receive 100 multiplied by 4%. And when we do this type of multiplication, we usually convert 4%, because this is a percentage. We convert the 4% into a decimal, which is a 0.04. So you will receive $4. $4 is your interest. And here you will receive 49,000 times 0.06, which equals 4,900 times 0.06, which equals 294. So the total amount of interest you will make is gonna be 294 plus 4, which is 298, right? Now, however, here what we know is okay, we don't know how much was invested into each account, right? But what we know is after 1 year, the total amount of the interest is 290. So since in this problem we have two unknowns, right? And because the total amount is $5,000, so that means if I set X dollars was invested at 4% rate, if I let this be X, then the amount of money was invested at 6%. It's gonna be 5,000 minus X, right? Just like here, if you invest 100 over this account, you must invest 4,900 into this account. So, and vice versa, right? And so now let's change this into X and change this into 5,000 minus X. Therefore, after 1 year, how much interest do we have? We will have X multiplied by 4%, which is X times 0.04. So the interest So the interest from this investment, the interest is gonna be x times 0.04, and the interest from this investment is gonna be 5,000 minus x times 0.06. And because we are told the total amount is 290, so therefore if we add these two, it should be equal to 290. So now we have this equation. So 0.04x plus 0.06 times 5,000 minus x equals 2090. Now this is a linear equation, right? So before we solve this linear equation, we're gonna distribute 0.06 into 5,000 minus x. So that will give us 0.06 times 5,000. So that's 300. And minus 0.06x equals 290. So 0.04x minus 0.06x, this is negative 0.02x. And if we subtract 300 from both sides, so we have 290 minus 300, so that is negative 10. So x equals negative 10 divided by negative 0.02. So that is 500. So therefore, $500 was invested at 4% rate, and the remainder is $4,500 was invested at 6% rate. Let me write them down. So here we invest $500, and here we invested $4,500. Okay. Now we can verify this result. Let's see, if we multiply 500 by 4%, so we're gonna have 20. And if we multiply 45,000 by 0.06, we will have 270. Now 20 plus 270, this equals 290. So therefore, it shows our answer is correct. All right. So 500, and this is 4,500.